Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Sam, and we're going to talk about some exciting upcoming tours. I am going to leave everyone unmuted, so anytime you have a question or you want to pop in and add something you might know about, please feel welcome to join the conversation. And we should have some of our tour directors here with us today as well. I see we have our marketing guru behind the scenes. Let's see. I know we've got Linda and Gail on their way to come join us, and it just looks like they're still getting started on that. So hopefully they'll be joining us soon here. But before we begin, I would like to announce the winner of last month's presentation drawing. And let's see who that will be. There we go. Okay, spin the wheel. Oops. Okay, and the winner is Dawn. Congratulations, Dawn. We'll put 2,500 loyalty points on your account today, and then everyone in the presentation today will be entered into next month's drawing, so tune in July to see if you won. All right, and then just a reminder that the earlier you book, the more points you earn. Anderson loyalty points can reduce the top cost of future tours, and that is just an idea of the timeline for you. Here's a quick list of the tours and dates we'll be covering today. We will get into more detail as we go along, but we will be looking at our Explore Montreal and Quebec. That'll be August 19th through the 23rd. Our Riverboat Rambling, August 27th through 31st. And we'll be Cruisin the Mississippi, September 29th through October 2nd. First up, Explore Montreal and Quebec, departing August 19th through the 23rd. Now, please excuse my French in advance. So if you're familiar with the language at all, feel welcome to correct me at any time, because I know I will do an interesting job here. This tour, of course, does require a passport, and our first night we will be staying in Montreal. Oops. There we go. Okay. Oops. On day 2, we will enjoy a guided tour of Montreal with numerous stops along the way. This clip will show you some of the things that you might see, like the Place Ville Marie, where the underground city began, the Notre Dame Cathedral, famous for its stunning Gothic architecture, the Olympic Stadium, where the first Olympic Games on Canadian soil were held, Mount Royal, and St. Joseph's Shrine, the tallest church in Canada. Montreal is North America's #1 host city for international events. And I'll just let you take a look here at some of the scenery. Now this video doesn't have great audio, so we'll just take a look at the views before we move along here.
Zum Beispiel zu dem kleinen Strand direkt
Turn it down a little bit. There we go.
Absolut spannend ist das Viertel Chinatown. Du erkennst den Eingang schon an dem riesigen chinesischen Tor. Durch Chinatown musst du dich treiben lassen, ganz im Flow der chinesischen Kunst. Von nachgebauten Toren und Häusern über Märkte.
There will be much more to see on our tour there. This is a beautiful shot of the Notre Dame Basilica. And here is a view of the Olympic Stadium from Mount Royal. So you can see here, this would be the Olympic Stadium, and we are on top of Mount Royal. This is a better view of St. Joseph's Oratory. We will continue on day 3, beginning with a guided tour of Quebec City and Saint-Anne-de-Beaupré. Okay, and then this is a video of Quebec and some of the things that we'll see while we're taking our tour here.
We're in Quebec City today, a day trip from Montreal, one of the oldest cities in all of Canada. Let's go.
1970s, the artisans of Quebec settled here.
This is the Palace Royal, one of the main squares here in Quebec City. It's got the Notre Dame de Victoire and the statue of Louis XIV. Chateau Frontenac. I've always wanted to see this hotel. It's beautiful. The most photographed hotel in the world, they say. All right, we've walked around Quebec City. Now we're gonna hop on the bus, drive around some more, and go to the top of the mountain.
They had a great time in Quebec City, walked all over the town. The little shops remind me so much of some of the little shops in the areas in Italy and also in France. Very quaint city, very unique.
The view from the lookout is incredible. So this is the St. Lawrence River. To the west, you have Montreal. And this way, you have the eastern provinces and the Atlantic Ocean.
The highlight of my day was we took a boat trip. That was really good, very relaxing. Saw some shots of Quebec City from the river. That was really good.
The boat actually takes you by Montmorency Falls, which, believe it or not, are actually taller than Niagara Falls. The river cruise down the St. Laurent River was relaxing and informative. Now we get some free time to explore Quebec City on our own. Quebec City was founded in 1608. It's one of the oldest cities in North America and is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Going up the funicular, the view from up here is incredible. Bird's eye view of Quebec City. I had such a spectacular time here in Quebec City. It felt like I was in Europe, but I'm actually in Canada. The perfect day trip from Montreal.
All right. Okay, and this beautiful site here is Montmorency Falls. We saw a little bit of that in the video we just watched prior. This is an ancient geological structure, several 100 million years old, and it's actually made up of 3 waterfalls. You can see a little bit in that picture there. This picture that we're looking at is actually from our last Anderson tour in the area. Here we are at Marie's Bread Oven. Marie is a French-Canadian woman who owns and operates the bread oven. We travel through a picturesque road to get here, and the bread oven they use to cook is 150 years old. Our next stop will be the Wood Carvers Museum, considered to be the most prestigious wood sculpture museum in North America. These are a few lovely pictures of the Saint Anne de Beaupré. You'll see numerous artistic masterpieces such as paintings, mosaics, stained glass, and stone and wooden stone and wooden sculptures here. The shrine is known for its history, beauty, and reported miracles. That is gorgeous. Rest and travel along the way, day 4 to Toronto, where we will overnight. And here is a quick video of Niagara on the Lake. We are going to have some free time in this magical town and a farewell lunch included before we make our trek home. All right, and it looks like just bear with me a moment here. We are experiencing a difficulty. All right, so let's try this again. Just one moment, folks. I apologize for this. Let's do that. Okay, I think that you should be seeing the page you need to see now. Okay, not sure what happened there. I know that we were waiting on. It's the Niagara on the Lake area. Oop. Okay. Seems to be the video slides I'm having a little bit of issue with, so I appreciate you all bearing with me through that. But that was just a touch of information on our Explore Montreal and Quebec. That'll be 5 days, August 19th through the 23rd. And reservations made by June 20th will qualify for double loyalty points. Does anybody have any questions before we move along? Okay, well, I will scooch on to the next tour, but if you do have any questions, please feel welcome to join at any time, or if you want to save them for the end, that works as well. And next on, we are headed over to Riverboat Rambling, departing August 27th through the 31st. We're going to have some fun on the water, and on land, and on board. Our first day, we'll travel to Springfield, Illinois, hometown of Abraham Lincoln. We'll enjoy a brief scenic ride past the Capitol building, through Oak Ridge Cemetery, and past Abraham Lincoln Library and Museum if time allows. On day 2, we head over to Hannibal, Missouri for a day packed with fun. On arrival in Hannibal, half of the group will take a historical trolley tour, while the other half of our group will visit the Mark Twain Interpretive Center, and then we'll switch. This is a shot of the Mark Twain Interpretive Center where you will enjoy a guided self-guided tour. That tour will include the Interpretive Center itself, Mark Twain's boyhood home and garden, the boyhood home gift shop that was actually built in 1937, the same year that Anderson Coach and Travel was founded, the Huckleberry Finn House, Becky Thatcher House, J.M. Clemens Justice of the Peace Office, the Museum Gallery, and the Tom and Huck statue. All right, and then this video will show you some of the town of Hannibal, Missouri that we will get to see on our trolley tour. We'll start at the Mark Twain Complex, cruise through downtown Hannibal, and even catch some scenic views of the Mississippi River, Mississippi Islands, and the iconic Hannibal Lighthouse sitting atop Cardiff Hill. You'll have some free time to explore the town after our trolley tour and interpretive center. little view of that quaint little town there. Okay. Here we go. After some free time and a quick refresh at the hotel, we will enjoy a lovely dinner cruise on the Mark Twain Riverboat. We'll enjoy some scenic views, a delectable buffet, and live entertainment tonight. Should take a look here.
Hi, I'm Steve Terry. I'm right here on the Mark Twain Riverboat. Been out here on the river for about 40 years now, a little longer than 40 years actually. A lot of people think things have changed here, a lot of things have, and again, most haven't. Have more barges laying around here now than what we used to have. That's because they're loading a lot more cement, a lot more grain into these barges and moving them downstream.
Sam Clemens was on the river for 4 years, first 2 years as an apprentice, last 2 as the pilot in command. He did all of his steamboating between St. Louis and New Orleans.
We get a lot of visitors in Hannibal, and most of them are coming to learn more about Mark Twain or to see where he grew up. Most people who come to town can't believe the size of the river. They're also very impressed with the lack of depth, because right now we're in 12 feet of water. Across the river from this spot here, it's about 39 feet deep at its deepest point, and they're expecting you to say that it's hundreds of feet deep, and you know, it's not. It's not controllable. Mother Nature is going to take over no matter how much man tries to control the river. Mother Nature's in charge. The Old Man River takes care of itself, and if you try to control it, forget it. It's not going to work.
Okay. And we are off, beginning day 3 at the Gateway Arch, seen here. We'll begin with a sightseeing luncheon cruise with the best scenic views of the Gateway Arch in downtown St. Louis. Included in our visit is a tram ride to the top of the arch, so that's what you see here. This is a quick clip of the luncheon cruise before we move along. All right. Can just get to the next slide here. There we go. Okay. All right, up next will be the Budweiser Brewery. Since its founding in 1852 in St. Louis, Missouri, Anheuser-Busch has been perfecting their brewing process. Those who are 21 and older will get a chance to sample the product in the historic brew house built in 1891. While on tour, you will see and learn about the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales at the historic stables. Those stables were built in 1855. These majestic giants have appeared in some of the most memorable Super Bowl commercials over the years and represent a special part of Anheuser-Busch's history. Their size and strength is something else, and the historic stables make for a great photo opportunity. Just keep in mind this tour does require a good bit of walking. And then day 4, we will travel along to Louisville, Kentucky, known as the home of Muhammad Ali, the Kentucky Derby, and the Louisville Slugger. Tonight, we will enjoy a narrated dinner cruise on the Belle of Louisville. 108 years old and counting, this historical national landmark is the only remaining authentic steamboat from the Great American Packet Boat era. which if you do not know what a packet boat is, it was a smaller vessel that they used for domestic delivery, so it'd be like mail on a body of water domestically, which I learned recently. On day 5, we will make our trek home, but not before a visit to Shim's Confectionery in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Family owned since 1891, which we love. This location serves as a candy store, candy museum, soda fountain, and a demonstration kitchen. We'll get a tour here and be sure to grab some goodies for the way home. The pictures that we are seeing here is actually from one of our tours. Got this back from one of our tour directors, I believe. Now it's just a touch on our Riverboat Rambling, August 27th through the 31st. Reservations made by June 28th will qualify for double loyalty points. If anybody has any questions, I can answer them now for you, or we will move along. Let me see here. Okay. Up next. Now we are cruising the Mississippi, September 29th through October 2nd, and you still have time for double loyalty points on this if you book by July 31st. On day 1, we will arrive here at the Isle of Capri Hotel and Casino, and we will have a dinner included the night we arrive. You get $15 in free play for each night of our stay, and with almost 1,000 of the latest slot machines and table games, you'll not be short on options to try your luck. All right. Day 2 will be a full day scenic cruise on board the Celebration Belle, which we will see here in this video I'm playing. We'll be served breakfast, lunch, and dinner on board this 100-mile Mississippi River cruise. We dine on the second floor of the ship, and there's a gift shop and outdoor seating up on the third deck, I suppose. Guests are encouraged to visit the captain, which can be a really fun experience. I know anytime they let us, I definitely do that. Take a look here.
We've been in business for 34 years, going strong, and it's a fabulous attraction in the Quad Cities. We're one of the #1 attractions in the area.
And while you're rolling on the river, Sales and Marketing Director Susan Yarlam says there's lots to offer.
We offer several different cruises, so whether you're coming in town for a weekend or during the day, we have hour-and-a-half narrated lunch cruises. We offer hour-and-a-half sightseeing cruises. We do Captain's Dinner Cruises, which are 2.5 hours. We're known for our dinner cruises because we have the best prime rib on the Mississippi.
All aboard a 750-passenger riverboat that sails daily. The boat's captain, Patrick Krager, says the Belle gives its riders a special opportunity they may not always get.
It provides an opportunity for those who, don't have a boat to get out on the river and just enjoy themselves. And, it definitely doesn't cost as much as getting a boat.
With views like this of the ongoing I-74 bridge construction project, the Celebration Belle offers sights and sounds along the Mississippi River unlike any other.
This is a nice area. There's lots of things down here to see, so you have lots of different ways you can go and local stuff, and so yeah, it's good.
It's kind of ridiculous how many of us live in the Midwest, but yet we've never been on the river. I think it should be on everybody's bucket list to at least be out, if not on the Mississippi, just to see it.
Reporting from Moline, Illinois, I'm Redrick Terry.
Okay. All right, and then put your land legs back on for day 3. We'll begin at the Butterworth Center, built in 1892, and the Deer Wyman House, built in 1872. These are 2 majestic Victorian-era mansions built by Charles Deer, son of John Deere. 4 generations of the Deer family have resided here. And next we are off to the Lavender Crest Winery for a guided tour, followed by a tasty lunch and even a wine tasting. This location is just gorgeous. We will stop at the Cat's Eye Distillery for a tour and tasting next. All right. After our afternoon tastings, we're headed over to Antique Archaeology, a store owned by American picker Mike Wolf. This clip is just a peek into some of the things that we might see here. That gives us a good idea. Okay. And bear with me just one more moment here. We are having another technical difficulty. It'll just be a moment while I get us back up and running. And we were about okay, this is where we are. Okay. All right, I think you guys should be seeing the screen that you need to see now. And I apologize for those difficulties here.
In LeClaire, Iowa,
we will have some free time in downtown LeClaire before we go back to our hotel this evening. This is a bit on LeClaire.
because LeClaire's next chapter is still being written by makers, adventurers, and yes, treasure hunters too. Because in LeClaire, the experiences you discover are the adventures you'll remember forever.
All right. Oops. And we seem to get stuck on these video slides. So just, there we go. Okay, and that was just a bit on our Cruisin the Mississippi tour, September 29th through October 2nd. Does anyone have any questions on this one? There is still time to earn double loyalty points if you book by July 31st on this. And I will pause just for a moment in case anyone has questions. And I thank you all for bearing with me today through the technical difficulties that we had. And I think we've got some connectivity problems, and maybe when the videos start playing, that causes us a little bit of a delay. But I think we worked our way through it all right. Thank you guys. And the tours one more time. So you have those are here on the screen for you. And don't forget, the gift of travel is invaluable. You or your loved ones can purchase gift certificates online or by phone. You can also stop in and see us anytime you like. Thank you all one more time for joining us. Your time is very appreciated, and especially your patience with me today. Yes, now I do have a question here in our chat asking if we can recommend any tours that would be good for a mobility scooter, and we certainly can. We do have at least 4 or 5 accessible coaches where if you need to ride on board. We have the equipment that we have a lift that you could use the lift to get into the coach. And then we would be able to check with any of the locations and get that accessibility information for you. Just whenever you give us a call, just let us know what your special needs are. And if we don't already know, which most locations we do have a good understanding on what their setup is. But if we don't have that detailed information for you, we'll get that for you and let you know. There's definitely a lot of good things, and we have the equipment to do so. So we look forward to traveling with you. And was there any other questions before we finish up here? Did I answer that question completely? You're welcome. And then Miss Maisie here, our little office manager. This is actually one of our presentations, one of the first ones that we did. She came up here and was sitting at the desk with us while we were working on that. So I know when we go down there, she'll be waiting. And so we hope that you guys stop on by or give us a call and We look forward to hearing from you and traveling with you very soon. And again, please feel welcome to reach out with any questions whatsoever. We're always happy to get any answers for you that you might need. Thank you again, and everybody have a great day. Good afternoon, guys. Bye.